What's going on, royal family? Look, I want to have a heart-to-heart discussion with the kings and the princes in Israel. Now, I understand that there is a time to be politically correct. I understand that there is a time to be religiously correct. I understand that there is a time to be sensitive. But this situation that we're going to talk about today does not fit any of the above. Sometimes real niggas got to have real nigga discussions. So I want to make this very, very clear. For any person that has an issue with the content or the verbiage that I may use today, I'm going to strongly encourage you that you either hit that unsubscribe button or that unfollow button, because that means that you are not built to rock with me. Right now, you are not dealing with Mike Malice. Right now, you are dealing with that nigga Mike from Flatbush, who always kept it 100 with you. That's the discussion. That's the level that we are going to be on today. Now, what I want to talk about, there has been an influx of so many of our brothers that have been reaching out to me in regards to issues that they have been having with the women that they chose to be with. And that's what we're going to talk about here today. I don't care about your feelings. And this is not a personal attack against any brother that has reached out to me. This is something that I have seen as a whole, and we need to address it as a whole amongst our people. And I'm going to make this clear also. I am sick and tired of how so many people of the other nations, and even amongst Israel, how they try to tell a black man to speak. They either have an opinion or some type of guidance in how we should present what we're getting ready to say. No, we are going to have a real nigga discussion. Now, kings and princes, let me ask y'all a question. Why do y'all continue a relationship with these evil, cantankerous women? Now, I'm not talking about the brother out there who is not in the truth. I'm not talking about the brother who claimed to be the truth and is not really living it. I'm talking to the brother that is in the truth, that is putting the work forth with what the Most High has told you to do. And here you have this woman that is a detriment to your life. Why? And the reason why I'm coming at it like this is because we are separated from the world. We're separated. But a woman being in your life that you have an issue with, that is evil, cantankerous, argumentative, that's your fault. Because you have the opportunity to put her away or walk away, depending on whatever situation that you are in. So why? Why do you allow yourself to be beaten up, disrespected by some of them sisters out there that live like that? Why? You bring this on yourself. You have the power in what is called an option. You don't have to deal with that. You don't. You certainly have the power to walk away. Some of you stay in these relationships because it is comfortable to you. And I'm going to keep it 100 with you. Some of you stay in these relationships because you moved in with this woman or she moved in with you and you don't have the money to get out of it. That's absolutely ridiculous. You can call up a brother and be like, hey, yo, can I sleep on your couch? You can call up one of your family members, be like, look, I don't have anywhere to go right now. Can I please crash here for a couple of nights or for whatever the arrangement may be? But y'all got to get away from these evil ass sisters, man. You do. And I'm not talking to the sister that's out there that may have a slip up, who's in the truth, but may have a slip up. We're not talking about you. We're talking about the women who know they are dead ass wrong in the things that they do. I'm going to tell you something. Do you understand the term the wolf in sheep's clothing? Now, we already know that comes from the scriptures. We know that. But do you understand that there are female wolves as well? Usually when you hear that term, it's usually based on a male reference. But there are female wolves out there as well. Let me put it in a way that you can understand. There's a lot of hoes in head wraps. You understand me? There's a lot of frivolous women in fringes. This is why the Most High said, you have to prove this woman, and vice versa. You have to prove that man as well. Everything that I'm saying for the woman, I'm saying about the man too. Because you brothers, y'all keep yourselves in these situations. I got to ask you, what is it about this woman that keeps you there? Let me guess. Either the comfort of a living situation or the sex. It's either one of those two things. And I have seen some of these brothers that have reached out. I have seen their faces. I've heard it in their voice. I felt it on their spirit. Just the absolute turmoil that they're going through, the anguish that they are experiencing, and is very, very dangerous, because you are going to probably do something awful to that woman if you don't take yourself out of that situation, because you have a lot of sisters who know how to push those buttons. You have a lot of sisters that know how to trigger you. You have a lot of those sisters who are very, very manipulating and will get you to do some crazy, crazy things. Things that you never thought that you were able to do. Things that you never thought you would ever walk upon. I'm telling you, they will. And the only person that you can blame for that is yourself. You can't blame anybody else. You cannot, because you have the option to walk away or put her away. You have that option. But many of you don't take it, though. And I don't understand why. That's why we're having this discussion. I don't get it. I really, really don't get it. Why would you keep this person in your life? I don't get it. Somebody help me out here. And if I'm wrong, I want somebody to tell me that I'm wrong. If I'm wrong for saying anything that I'm saying right now, I want you to bring proof to me that I am wrong in what I am saying. I am tired of some of our brothers not knowing their value. Do you understand who and what you are on this planet? Do you understand that you have just as much right to be happy? You see, what society has done, they've done it for a long time. What they have done, they have trained the so-called black man, the so-called Hispanic, the so-called Native American man. All you need to do is keep your woman happy and you'll be happy. That is bullshit. Do you understand me? That is bullshit. You have just as much right to be happy as she does. Y'all gonna end up in prison. I'm telling you right now, a lot of you brothers are going to end up in prison dealing with the bullshit. And you cause it on yourself. Nobody else is going to tell you like this. I'm telling you, they're not. You can go to counseling. You can go to a Christian pastor. You can go to your family. The one thing they're going to sit there and tell you, oh, well, you got to work it out, work it out. Some things are just not meant to work out. If you are living with an evil woman, if you are dealing with an evil woman, even if y'all don't live together, you are a fool, because you don't deserve it. I want y'all to start thinking more. I want you to start to value yourselves. You have that right. Stop listening to what the world has to say. Y'all gotta stop that. I know so many of you listen to the likes of Kevin Samuels and all of these different men that's, first of all, not in the truth, but you're getting that world philosophy. When the Father said, listen, first and foremost, why would you be living with a woman in the household where she, and I love this word, cantankerous, because that word covers so much. Just as the Father said, it's better to live on a rooftop. And I'm paraphrasing. It's better to live on a rooftop than to live in a house with an argumentative woman, with an evil, wicked, vile woman. And again, we know all of our sisters are not like that, okay? But for any one of you sisters that's watching this and you are getting sensitive by what I'm saying, then this is touching your spirit, which means that it's cutting your ass. And good. Maybe you need to do some self-examination. But if it's not, and you can understand what I'm saying, then of course, bravo, bravo, bravo. Thank you for being a great sister. Because I'm telling you right now, with some of these women, they nasty. They're very, very nasty. And all I have to do is go and look on your profiles. And usually your little wicked woman is right there. And I happen to tap on her profile and you see all the duck face pictures. You see all of the pictures with her showing off her curves, even though she is supposedly in a dress and fringes. Y'all understand what I'm telling you? You feel what I'm saying? And then they will have the nerve to have no male DMs. I've seen some. It'll say no male DMs on their on the interface of their page. If you have to tell a group, if you have to post on social media, do not DM me, no males, there is something wrong with your spirit. Because that means that you are attracting no good niggas. And usually no good women attract no good niggas. You understand that? Yes, I said it. And you can get mad all you want to. Because when I was out there in that world, even for a sister that wasn't in the truth, there are just certain women that hold themselves to a much higher degree. A woman that knows her worth. And when you approach that woman, well, I'm not saying I'm gonna speak personally. And I know when I approached that woman, there was a certain respect that I had to come with that woman if I even wanted her to hear anything that I had to say. Why? Because her aura gave off, nigga, you better come at me correct. And I also knew how I could talk to a hoe. That's just being real. I used to be out there in that world too. And a lot of y'all went ahead and y'all spit game at a hoe and brought a hoe into your house. And you decided that you was going to do everything that you can to turn a hoe into a housewife. And let me tell you something. You are better off swimming in volcanic liquid and surviving. You have to understand that 2/3 versus 1/3 ratio. You got to understand it. And many of you don't like being lonely. And that's another reason why I stay. You don't want to be lonely. You don't want to be without a woman. And here's another one. Here's another thing. There are so many brothers that are going through it with these evil, cantankerous women. And you will break bread. You will spend thousands of dollars to take this woman on vacation. You simply say, oh, well, we want to go away so we can have some peace. Do you understand the person that you are taking on vacation with you? The person that you breaking this bread on so that you can go supposedly get some peace? This is the person that is causing the most chaos and you are taking her with you. What is the matter with you? What's wrong with you? I don't get it. I don't get it, and maybe it's because I'm not supposed to. I don't understand it. But a lot of you brothers, y'all bring this on yourself, and it's hilarious. It truly, truly is. It's hilarious to the point that it makes me want to cry. I'm not talking about cries of laughter. I'm talking about cries of tears. Because I'm watching you brothers self-degrade yourselves off of a woman that should not be in your life in the first place. And here some of you have this woman up in your crib and your sons and your daughters are looking at this thinking that this is normal because you won't put your foot down. You don't have enough sense or you cannot turn off your libido just so that you can have something to fuck. And I'm going to tell you, a lot of these evil women, you ain't the only person that they laying down with. And then you're going to come across that. And what's going to happen? What's going to happen there? You're going to wind up popping this woman up, smacking and slapping around because you can't control your temper or for a situation that you did not remove yourself out of. And now here you are sitting up in jail. Here you are sitting up behind bars and the same nigga that she told you, do not worry about, oh, that's just my friend. That nigga right now is up in your crib with her on your bed, with her face in your pillow while she's getting dug out by this nigga, ass in the air. That's just real. And I know many niggas don't like talking like that, but I'm going to. I'll take that bullet. And then what happened? You get out, you find out, you clap this nigga, you clap her, now you in prison. And now you're trying to keep niggas from digging you in your ass. And this is a cycle that has to stop. This has to stop. Get them women out your life, brother. You deserve better. And I even tell you sisters, get that nigga up out your life too. Stop with the bullshit. Y'all create these situations for yourself and you want to cry when you're in it. I'm telling you, myself and a lot of these other brothers out here that's bringing this truth out, we're not trying to hear that shit no more. Okay? It's time for action. All that yap is done. It's over. It's finished. Take your time. Have some patience. Keep these commandments and ask the Father for a wife or a husband that fits you perfectly. Prove this person and then build on a foundation that was built of the Most High. Other than, you know what? Yo, she got some big ass titties, yo, she got a fat ass, or I like his bulge and I like his arms and all that, or whatever it may be. And then next thing you know, the two of y'all hook up or whatnot. And then what you doing? You have a relationship based on sex. That's what it is. Real nigga shit. I told y'all I'm going to be talking some real nigga shit. Y'all understand what I'm saying? You get it. All right. So I'm saying this all to say I'm done dealing with it. I'm going to refer everybody right back to this video. We have to clean up in Israel. We have to clean up. And a lot of it is some self-examination. You have to look at yourself. You have to know your value. You have to know that you are worth a wonderful relationship. You have to know. And also stop being so effeminate. Okay? Stop being so effeminate. And that can go two ways. You know, when a man hulk and rage out and all that stuff or whatnot, that's effeminate. A man knows how to control himself. He knows how to control himself. Also, a man knows how to walk away too. And on the other side of the effeminism, you know, you let your woman run over you. No, that's not how it works. Y'all got to stop that. And it doesn't mean that you be an asshole towards her. It doesn't mean that at all. It means that the two of you can have a reasonable discussion, even if it is a disagreement. But at the end of the day, the final decision is yours and what you do with it. Now, you'll either have a sister that will respect that and be like, you know what? Yo, you the man of the house? I understand. And I'll back your decision. Even though I may not agree with it, I'll back your decision. That's how it's supposed to go down. And of course, society has taught our sisters, nah, that's not how it's supposed to go down. You are the head of the household. I'm telling you, there's going to be a lot of lonely people. There's going to be a lot. But you have to stop settling for less because you are more. When you are walking in these commandments, following after the heart of the Most High, you deserve better. But if you out there with 1 foot in the world and 1 foot in the truth, then whatever happens to you happens to you. It's like, don't come to me with that. I don't want to hear it. I'm done listening to that. All right? Forget you. You're either you in or you're out. And of course, if you are keeping the commandments, the Most High will hear your prayer and he will send you one of his daughters when he sees that you are doing right. But even if you are keeping these commandments and you are doing right and you ask the Father to send you a woman and this woman is not keeping the law, has absolutely no desire to do anything but yet want to fake that funk, then you better know that didn't come from the Most High. Because these evil ass spirits hear your prayers too. And they'll go ahead and they'll put somebody right up there in front of you. Everything that you like too. But you didn't prove her, and now you got to deal with it. All right, so that's enough of my soapbox. All right, so for every person that has had that issue, hopefully you heard what I said and you put it to heart and you execute a plan. Okay, execute that plan and get your life in order. And for any of you, if you have anything to say, you want to reach out to me, you already know how to reach me. You can reach me right on Instagram. And I'm telling you, I dare anybody to come to me and try to prove me otherwise. Try to prove me wrong in what I just said and everything that I just said. I'm more than happy to have that discussion. All right. So, family, I love y'all. And I will see y'all tomorrow night, which is the Passover. I love y'all. And I'm out.